We're with head coach Wade Wilson of the TLU softball program. The Bulldogs picked 5th in the American Southwest Conference West Division preseason poll. Coach Wilson, what are your initial thoughts on being picked 5th in the division?
Well, I think that's probably right where we deserve to be. You know, I think there's so many new things coming in. Until I get an idea of what we're up against and kind of figure out the team a little bit. We've gone through an off season, and the off season was great. Our team did extremely well for what I was expecting, and but I think that's right where we need to be until we prove otherwise.
What have you learned about your team in this off season?
We've got 23 kids out, and we've done a great job of getting along and working together. Normally, when you have that many individuals together on a team, you're going to have some drama, and we have stayed away from that. So I'm excited about that. I think that they're all excited to be headed in a new direction, and hopefully that pays off for us.
You came from a very successful high school program at Brenham. You've mentioned before that Division III, a new animal to you. What can you expect to this first year?
Not sure. You know, I think once we get in the midst of the season, then I'll have a better understanding of what we're up against and where we need to go to get to the top. Our goal is to ultimately win a national championship, but I think first we've got to win a conference championship. So that's going to be our number one goal this year, is to win our division and our conference, and it's going to take some time to figure that out.
And tell us about some of your key players that return for you and some of the newcomers who you expect to make an impact.
Well, our pitching, from everything I've talked, all the people that I've talked with, and being around the two pitchers, I think are going to be the strength of our team. Two different pitchers, and both great in their own way. Megan Carmichael and Jordan Mundine are both solid pitchers, and I think we're going to lean heavily on them throughout the year. And Sarah has got a chance to come in and get some quality innings as well. I think her confidence has come a long way. Defensively, I don't know that we have a superstar out there, you know, and I think that's what's going to make this team unique, is that we're all going to have to rely on each other, and it may take more than one or two people to play a position because they each have a strength that they can give the team. You know, so it's kind of early to tell on that, but I expect that there's going to be some leaders step up and some players that eventually rise to the top. So I'm anxious to see that as well.
Okay, and about your schedule for this year, play some pretty teams that have been pretty successful throughout the past few years. Tell me a little bit about your schedule and what jumps out to you looking at it.
I think that the biggest thing for me coming into it is for us to see the teams that have been at the top. I've got to figure out what it takes to get to that level. You know, we played a doubleheader against Louisiana College early on, and that's going to be a good measuring stick for us. And I feel that if we can compete with that kind of program, then we'll know exactly where we are. So you know, it's just a lot of uncertainty right now going into it. So we're excited. The kids are excited. I'm excited, and we've got 31 days till our first game, so it'll be here before you know it.
All right, head coach Wade Wilson, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.